Nobody talks about the emotional weight of being single and faithful. They say, just focus on God. They say, it'll happen when it's time. And you're trying, you're focused on God, you're growing, you're healing, but they don't talk about the loneliness that can sit quietly in your chest, even while you're doing everything right. They don't talk about the tension between trusting God and still wanting companionship. And sometimes you feel guilty for even admitting that. Let me say this clearly. You can love God and still desire love. You can be whole and still want partnership. Those things, those two things can coexist. Being single and faithful is not lack, it's not punishment, and it's not a sign that you're behind. But it can feel heavy, especially when you've walked away from something that could have worked, but you knew it wasn't right. When you've chosen obedience over chemistry, conviction over comfort, that kind of obedience costs something. And sometimes the cost is companionship. And nobody really prepares you for that part. They celebrate the discipline, but they don't sit with you in the quiet. But here's something deeper to consider. What if this season isn't just about waiting for someone? What if it's about becoming someone? Because sometimes God doesn't withhold what you want to frustrate you. Sometimes He withholds it to form you. Loneliness has a way of exposing where you still need validation, where you still need healing, where you still need confidence in who you are. Not to shame you, but to strengthen you. If the person you're praying for showed up tomorrow, would you be emotionally prepared? Or are there parts of you still healing that would sabotage what you've been asking for? That's not condemnation, that's clarity. And clarity is kindness. And if the season has raised questions for you about growth, relationships, identity, calling, I want you to tell me. Like, what are you wrestling with right now? Because this space isn't just for me to talk, it's for us to grow. And so, if there's something connected to your spiritual or emotional growth that you want me to address, leave it in the comments below. I read the comments, and some of the next conversations may come directly from what you share. Because this week, I'm talking about the hidden emotional costs of becoming. Sometimes you're functioning but not okay. Sometimes you're overworking to avoid sitting with silence. Sometimes you're calling fair discernment. We're going there. But for today, if obedience feels lonely right now, that doesn't mean you're forgotten. It may mean you're being formed. And formation often happens in private. You're not behind, you're becoming.